shoot. But speaking of people who might be losing a job,
Ooh, buddy.
Hey, yo, Cobb, come back. Come back.
Buddy.
Hey, Cobb, you might want to come back for this one, buddy. Because
I say, Cobb, if you in here, raise your hand.
raise your hand because
Just give us a yo real.
It's time. We got to talk about Davis and this basketball situation.
Okay, where do I even start with this nonsense? Because I'm glad.
Let me count the ways in which I'm disgusted.
To be honest, to be real about it.
Let me. You know who? You know what? Where's Sloth when you need him? Sloth. A week ago we thought you was crazy. We thought you was like just trying to wish upon like ill will. However, a week later, I am disgusted. I am appalled. I am flabbergasted.
I didn't even think he was crazy. I didn't even think he was crazy. I just thought he was being spiteful. Now I understand why.
I thought I was being accosted for the way he spoke on it. But after this week, bro, you know what? He got it. Sloth. I put Sloth in a coach. I put me in a coach. I put my dog right here in a coach. Anybody.
Like, you just find that man off the street. Bring Roy back. I know Roy retired, but bring him back.
Please. I'll go get Rick. Listen, can we get Rick Pitino from St. John's? I know the man had a scandal, but can we go get him? Please. At least I know Rick gonna give me some championship calibers. Please.
Let's see here. One, we have gone 1-3 over the last 4 games. That's first thing.
Yeah.
In 2 out of the 3 of those losses, we had leads going in the second half. Double-digit leads. So the offense where everyone shoots threes doesn't fit Wilson's skill set. Hate that kind of offense. I hate that kind of offense.
The offense
We're not the Warriors.
Here's the thing. The offense where everybody can't even make free throws or make threes sucks.
That's the other thing.
We are
not awful from the free throw line.
But we're shooting threes out the gym like we're the 2016, 2017, 2018 Warriors. When that ain't the case. And we can't make free throws.
Here's the wild thing about this, though, right? You know what the wildest thing about all of this is?
That we're supposed to be winning when we're not.
Here's the thing. In the ACC itself, we're top 10 in almost every category but one.
Yeah, 3-pointers made or free throws.
Free throw percentage.
There it is.
Free throw percentage is the worst one that we're in.
And I guarantee you, we're bottom of the ACC for that. We're like last.
We're 17th
out of 19.
Yeah, we're 17th. So in points per game, we're first with 83.4 points per game. Second in offensive efficiency with 117.9. First in field goal percentage at 49.3%. Second in 2-point percentage, which is 60.7%. Fifth in 3-point percentage of 34.1%. First in effective field goal percentage of 56.6. 17th in free throw percentage of 65.1, which is god awful. Third in the amount of attempts at 25.8 attempts per game. Second in assists at 16.4 per game. Sixth in assist percentage at 56.6. Eighth at rebounds per game at 9.2. Seventh at offensive rebound percentage at 33.7. Eighth in turnovers per game at 10.6. And fourth in turnover percentage of 15.3%. Here's my problem, and that's just for the offense. I don't even see them pulling any defensive stuff because the defense is abysmal. The defense is hot dog water.
This is how I feel.
That sums it up enough.
This is how I feel. This is how I feel with all of this. I just wanted to share this with y'all, Tar Heel Nation. This is how I feel with the simple fact that we are that dominant in every other category in college basketball, in the ACC at least, and we're playing like this. Like, I'm just flabbergasted because I understand college basketball is a long season. We go through our ups and downs, our highs and our lows, but losing games the way that we've been losing them is just abysmal. It's abysmal. It's atrocious. It's god awful. We let think about it. The Stanford game. Because for example, Stanford game, bro. We shot as many threes as Stanford made. Yes, y'all heard me. We went 6 of 16. We attempted 16 threes, only made 6. Stanford made 16 out of 28.
So that's sad considering Davis and Lebo were good shooters, but teaching players to shoot seems to be lacking. Here's the thing. One, I don't know what you're focusing on in practice, because apparently it said after the 2 games we lost in California. Because one, let me just tell you what Hubert Davis says about the law, especially the loss to Cal.
Can I give you a stat though that'll probably egg on your rant?
Oh, please.
So, and you know how you told us we were 1 for 3 in our last 4 games?
Yep.
All right, I'll give you the quick rundown. The Cal game. Cal shot 54% from 3, 50% from the field. The Stanford game. Stanford shot 65% from 3, 57% from 3, 57% from the field. And the SMU game. SMU shot 52% from 3 and 60% from the field. So we are allowing these teams to shoot over 50% from 3 alone. Then over 50% from the field.
And you know what? You know it's crazy. You know it's wild. We talked about this. I brought this up before the Stanford game. Right, you two. It's sad. We brought this up before the Stanford game, showing that the front court defense is lacking. Now, check this out. So, what Davis had to say about the Cal loss, he says what attributed to the slow start against Cal was that the team was still shook from the Stanford loss. We blew a 12-point lead with under a minute left. Now, the 12-point lead we lost over some time, but we lost the lead with under a minute left in the game behind 16 three-pointers shot by Stanford. Shot and made, by the way. Stanford made 16 three-pointers in the back end of the second half. He said, the Stanford game reminded me very much of the Wake Forest game. The only difference is we lost. We led for 38 minutes of the game. We were up 12 a number of times, and we had a 2-minute stretch that ended up getting us a loss. Also, prior to the Cal game,
they led for 95% of that game.
Yeah, 38 minutes.
Had more rebounds. 10 more rebounds. Actually shot better from the field at 58% to Stanford's 57%.
When I tell you, we literally, I think I called you after this game, and I told you we got beat by 3 guys.
I called you.
One of them was a freshman.
Yeah, I was sick. I was sick about it.
One of them was a freshman. That freshman went for 38 points.
36, 12 of 20 from the field, 9 of 11 from free throw. I'm only taking away those 2 points you just said because it'll make me feel better about myself. But that kid also had 9 rebounds and only 1 turnover in 36 minutes.
The point guard.
Bro.
Literally would just run from coast to coast. Cut us to pieces.
Here's the bad part, bro. He scored 36. You had number 11 on his team.
Yep.
On the 11, he had 20. And then They had a guy off the
Then
bench
there's
with 20.
Then a rotational guy had another 20.
You know everybody else on that team did not put up more than 5 points. They had 3 dudes.
So you know why those other 2 had 20 points?
I mean, the dude off the bench went 6 or 7 from 3, and the other dude, number 11, went 5 and 9 from 3.
Yup. And you know what's even funnier about that? You know what's even wilder about that? All of those threes came in the last 5 minutes. All of them. All 11 of those threes they shot came in the last 5 minutes. When I tell you the defense looked lost
to what we had, the good times. All right.
I was about to mute.
Not you was about to mute me. Hey, just put me on mute, but let me continue singing.
Let you just keep going.
Dang, I ain't that bad.
No, I didn't even say you were, because we're not done here. We're not done. So prior to the Cal game, Davis decides, you know what? I'm going to try to spark the same passion we had against Ohio State. So he takes them to the New York Knicks and Warriors game. Because prior to the Ohio State game, he took them to the Hawks versus Spurs. That ain't do nothing.
I was about to say, taking them to a Warriors game is probably the worst thing you could do.
Because he said one of the things I took from it, and I told the team, is the way that they move the basketball from an offensive standpoint is a 5-point mentality. As soon as it touches your hands, they were driving it, they were passing it, they were shooting it. They weren't dribbling it, they weren't holding it, just ball movement is elite. Which, cool. The Knicks and Warriors are pretty good at both of those things. That ain't mean nothing, because UNC gave up 54 points in the first half. Cal went 10 of 16, shot over 62.5% from 3, and 56% from the field. And he says, I really believe against Cal, we were, for the first half, shook from the game against Stanford. By the time that we woke up, we were down 18 or 20, and we started to play better and started to play the way that I knew that we can play. And they did. They came alive. Went on a 20-5 run in that second half. It pulled within 3, but it wasn't enough.
Here's my issue with that statement, though. Here's my issue with that statement, bro. Y'all started, and at one point, we're leading in the first half, or it was in 2.
Mm-hmm. Ended up being down by 17 at the end of the first half.
And then, worst case scenario, when it was at its worst, y'all were down by 27.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, hold up. I'm not 27. I'm sorry. That is 17. You were right.
Yeah, like I said, they were down 17 at the end of the half. Went on a 20-5 run in the second half to pull within 3, but still lost.
Because I'm looking at it, it's like y'all worst spot was when y'all were down 55-72.
Yep.
I'm appalled. I'm flabbergasted. I'm distraught. Because this head to North Carolina, I know.